Hey guys, so today I'm here with my Sephora VIB Sale recommendations. And sorry that I'm a total state right now. It is so windy in my hometown today and it's freezing cold. We're having a really late winter storm and it's brutal. So yeah, I just came in from outside and I was picking up some snacks. So today I'm doing some recommendations of things that you should keep in the back of your mind if you're looking for stuff to pick up during the Sephora sale. These are always ones that I go to during the sale. And yeah, so I thought this would be helpful for you guys. And I love doing these every year. I get so excited for the sale. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is actually skincare. And mine's all the way over here. So skincare is generally super expensive for the most part, and I think during the sale is a great opportunity to pick up some things that you've been needing and stock up. Like Ole Henriksen is my favorite skincare line at Sephora, and if I just didn't find a whole slew of Ole Henriksen at Winners, I definitely would have been picking some up during the sale, but I struck luck and managed to find a bunch of stuff at Winners. I do think that the sale is an excellent time to be able to pick up some skincare items that either you've been wanting to try or you're tried and trues. So I'm itching to try some Drunk Elephant, and it's kind of in the back of my mind for the sale. One of the staples that are in my routine all the time is the Eye Duty Triple Remedy from First Aid Beauty. This is an eye cream that I use every morning and it has a peachy tint. So I put this on before I put on my concealer and it really helps moisturize my eyes, it soothes them, and then it does a little bit of color correcting because it does have that peachy tone. And it also has a metal applicator, which I don't use a whole bunch. But I know a lot of people do like that it has that. So yeah, that's definitely one of the things that I'll be picking up. Then for my next category, I'd have to recommend a foundation. The VIB sale is a great time to pick up foundations, and these are some of my top picks. So for my dry skin friends out there, I would highly recommend the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This is a medium to buildable coverage and it looks so nice and natural on your skin. I wouldn't recommend this if you have oily skin like me because it does break up. But if you have normal dry skin, this is the most beautiful finish foundation and I wish that it worked for me. So I'd recommend that one. I also really like the Fenty Beauty foundation if you're looking for something that's lightweight but also medium to full coverage. They have a huge shade range and it's amazing, and the formula of this is really great. I would say if you have normal to oily skin, you would really like this. Then my two all-time holy grails, so these are the Lancome Tinty Doll Ultra Wear Foundation and the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. These are two that are amazing for oily skin. They help keep you matte all day. I'm wearing a mix of the two of them right now, and both of these are really similar. I just like to go back and forth between the two because I find once my skin kind of gets used to a certain foundation, I don't know, it just seems like it gets oily and it'll tend to break up. So I kind of like to switch it up the same way I do with my skincare, if that makes sense. But really, like, the formula is pretty much interchangeable. So yeah, I would highly recommend either of these if you have oily skin. Then my next recommendation would be eyeshadows. So the sale is a really fun time to be able to pick up a new eyeshadow palette. I know I'm lusting after the new Tarte Mermaid palette and also the Anastasia Soft Glam. So those are ones that I'm kind of considering. A couple of recommendations I have here for you guys. I love the Tartelette palettes. I brought home the Tartelette in Bloom with me because it has very natural, nice, everyday shades, and I find this is perfect for traveling. But I also really like the Tartelette Toasted, which is more of a warmer palette. So I think that Tarte eyeshadows are really great quality. They're great if you have sensitive eyes. I've never had any irritation with these, which is something that I found out that I have to look out for. And yeah, I think the color selection, you can do a lot of really great neutral looks with this. And you have your matte white in there, which I find is crucial whenever I'm doing makeup look with a palette. And I really like the overall color selection in here. And then I have this Makeup Forever trio. So they have these new palettes that you can choose your shades. They have 125 shades to choose from, and you can just pop them in your palette. And I think that's a really cool opportunity to try some out. The formula of these are really cool. They're super pigmented but very thin, so they don't have that powdery kickback that a lot of shadows have, but they give that super nice punch of color. So these are the three shades that I have. These two are diamond shades, and then I have this warm matte one. I'll leave the numbers in the description bar below. But yeah, I'd highly recommend these. I think that they also have a Starlit palette that has this type of formula in it. So yeah, definitely check that out. And then the last couple things I have, so this goes back to the staple products that I know that I'm always going to pick up during the sale. So this is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is just the best setting powder that I've ever used. No flashback, keeps my makeup in place all day. It's the perfect cement combination between the Estee Lauder Double Wear or the Lancome Tinty Doll Foundation. And then this, like, your makeup totally stays put. There was one day I actually went rafting in central Newfoundland and I wore my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation with this powder, and I was swimming in the water and my makeup totally stayed in place. I wanted to test it out and see because I couldn't remember the last time I went swimming, and I was like, I wonder would my makeup stay on if I wore it, and it totally did. I also wore my Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil that day and then Benefit Their Real mascara, and I told a couple people that I worked with that I was wearing my makeup and I was testing it to see how waterproof it was, and they were totally impressed after I fell in the water and came back out and like all my makeup was still there. And then finally, I'd recommend a nice highlighter. So this is one of my all-time favorites. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion in the shade 01. This is a gorgeous champagne pink highlighter. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks. I really like the way it catches the light. I really like the nice pinkiness to it. So yeah, I think this is a really nice, intense, but natural looking highlighter. So I highly recommend. So that has been all my recommendations for the Sephora VIB sale. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below, what would you recommend for anyone to pick up during the sale? And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at makingupashlee, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye!